it's just gonna make it more confused and everything. They're very behind right now. I mean, the tagline you told me to think of was IRS is very convoluted, and they can't do very much very well. And they might have needed a couple, some call screeners, some call people, but they don't need 87,000. They only had 78,000 IRS agents to begin with, and you give them guns and they go out and look for more. They're not going after the rich people. There's only a couple thousand million, maybe 50,000 millionaires and up in this country, and so even you give one to each. What are you talking about there? It's not great. It's not a great thing, and more government is terrible to begin with, and this is just one facet of government. They would have done better if they gave 87 people on the border.
It would definitely make it a big scenario. So right now, when you are counseling or even doing your business and your work, what is one of the main things that you tell your clients?
I tell them to set up a structure that's good for them. I tell them to go to make an S corp for their operating company. If they have a spouse, you get a C corp for your management company. So you can't manage yourself, but you can have your spouse do it for you. And then you send monies to the management company, and you have less going through the S corporation that goes into your personal taxes. So that reduces your taxes. And to create a structure like if you're buying buildings or you're doing rental real estate, you would have an FLP that's owned 1% by the management company as a general partner, and you create a trust for yourself that owns that family limited partnership 99% as a limited partner. So that protects your assets and also creates an estate plan. So this whole structure not only reduces your taxes, but creates an estate plan and reduces and protects your assets, because no one's going to go after the 1% that they can get by suing the family limited partnership, the FLP. So that's a structure. I also tell them to do tax credits every year. There's 5 Arizona tax credits. One of them is the Arizona Military Family Relief Fund, which you can't really do right now for 2022 because they have a cap of $1 million, and that's already been taken care of. But you can get 400 married filing jointly from that next year if you do it early enough. Then there's 4 others that are through April 15th of 2023 that will be applied to 2022. There's the foster care tax credit, which is $1,000 married filing jointly, half of that for other statuses. There's the school tuition program, which is for private schools, which you can get $2,469 married filing jointly, and half of that for other statuses. There's the public schools. Now, the public schools is only 400 married filing jointly, and the private schools is significantly more because they don't get state funds. The public schools do. So it's 400 married filing jointly for public schools, and then charter schools are part of public schools. And then there's the charitable organization tax credit. It used to be called the working poor tax credit, which my Lions Club is involved in. And we did $300,000 in that last year, mainly because of me. No, our club really emphasizes that, and I do a lot of emphasis on that on radio shows and vlogs and TV shows, So we really enjoy taking the tax credits to lower what you owe Arizona. So say you owed $4,800 and you paid in $4,800, you would owe nothing to these tax credits. I mean, $4,800 to these tax credits, and you would owe nothing, and you would get your withholdings back from whatever wages you had or that sort of thing. So if you owed $2,000 and you paid in $4,800, you could carry forward the $2,800 up to 5 years on your Arizona tax return. So take advantage of tax credits, take advantage of ways to reduce your taxes to avoid wasting money on unnecessary and useless government.
Well, I think that that opportunity is such a huge deal for you to go ahead and help out certain aspects as far as business. Now going into your business, what is it that you offer to the community in general?
Well, you heard all the tax bill I give you. I mean, I can do all types of taxes, your personal, your business taxes. It could be C corp, S corp, or partnerships. Those are businesses, and or your disregarded entity, which is on your personal return. Um, and you can do this in all kinds of different taxes, the state taxes. Um, but that's just one facet. I can do business valuations. If you're selling or you're expanding your business, or there's a death in the family, or there's a divorce, those are the four reasons we have around here that we do business valuations. But you need to value your business in a proper way so that you can get the best value out of it related to what your business is.
That's
So
actually pretty cool.
yeah.
It's a cool deal. I was actually looking into your website right now, and accounting and bookkeeping is a very big deal because a lot of people don't ever like keeping track. So that's actually an asset more than anything. Tax preparation, planning, financial statements, and business valuations and plans. Like that right there is a whole lot of, like, some people just don't know how much they're worth and how much your business is. If you gave anybody kind of like an idea on how to prep for that, what would you need in order for all that?
Well, you need your tax returns the last 5 years, and you would also need your books, proper books. Now, I don't necessarily do bookkeeping. I kind of pass that on to a couple people.
He's like, not no more.
I don't necessarily do it. I don't even do it for the Lions Club. I'm treasurer of, but I have somebody else do it. Because I'm fairly busy throughout the year, and somebody else does it. They would do it cheaper than me. Oh yeah, I
Okay,
refer
cool.
them. I refer them based on the skill needed, um, and I also do. I also fight the IRS because I think of it as a terrible, terrible, terrible organization, and I also I do audits, reviews, and compilations. That's part of what I do. Um, so there's a lot there. I have a lot of skill. I've been a CPA for over 25 years. I've been an EA for several years. I've had an MBA since 2001. So I use all those experiences um, to round out my practice.
All right. Well, there's so much. I feel like there is so much that we need to find out about you. I think that there should be a way where education is on a regular basis. His number and his phone number has been scrolling, as well as his website has been scrolling on the bottom of this. But tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Well, I'm again at 325 South Montezuma Street in Prescott, 2 doors down from Bill's Grill, and my number is 928-445-0104 extension 9, and my website is davidasnydercpa.com, and my email is dsnyder dsnyder 141414 so you can get a hold of me like that too. I also want to emphasize that I am part of VA Rep. I'm the treasurer of VA Rep, the Prescott office, and we help veterans get educated on VA loans and other means to get housing, and philanthropy and all kinds of stuff. I was just at this in San Antonio at the beginning of this month, at the VA Rep 10th year convention, and there's a lot going on there. We really help people around, as well as the Lions Club. Our motto is "We serve," and we've done. We up till a couple of years ago, we did recycling in Prescott Valley. We did that for 25 years probably, and I've been a Lion for since 2011. So I really enjoyed doing that. It's the biggest service organization in the world with 1.4 million members in 210 countries around the world.
Man, that's huge, man. That's awesome. Well, I really do appreciate you coming and hanging out with us over here at the Prescott Times, educating our community, and at the same time providing a service that is much needed and also fighting for the people. I like that. I don't know if you ever heard that, but he's like, the IRS is a bad, bad industry. What is it? Is it
It's
industry?
terrible. It's terrible. I mean, I've only had I've only had about a dozen interactions with people that were competent at the IRS. So, and I talked to them a lot more than that. So I really want people to avoid wasting money on taxes and government. And, throughout history, the taxing agency has always been hated. So it's not unusual for that to be true.
And we all probably agree with you, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just like, what is this? Anyways, with that being said, I'm out of here. Make sure you get a hold of my friend right here and get educated about what you can and can't do with your business and your taxes. With that, I'm out. We'll see you guys later.